Hey everyone, welcome to Studio SNC. Let's begin today lying down on your back. So, making your way down onto your mat, pull your two knees in towards your chest. So placing your hands on your shins or the backs of your legs and gently rock from side to side. So loosening out through the lower back, allowing the head to join into the shoulders. And then slow it down, rocking to the right, maybe hold, and then rock to the left and hold. And if you need those upper arms to help you catch yourself, you can use them. You can widen the knees if you feel off balance or a little nervous rocking from side to side. Try one more time to the right, and then one more time to the left, and then come back to the center. Feet finding the floor now. So knees and feet hip width apart. Rest your arms down by your side and stretch your fingertips towards your heels. Tuck the chin in, create length in the back of the neck. And draw that belly button down towards the lower back. So you're lengthening through the lumbar spine here. Exhale, release the lower back. So a pelvic tilt. You're pressing the lower back down into your posterior pelvic tilt. Hip bones drop, pubic bone rises. And then your anterior pelvic tilt, where you feel the body weight shift towards your heels. That lower back lifts. And the head is pulled towards the midline. Breathing in now, press the lower back down. Feel the lengthening in that lumbar spine, lower back. Exhale, feel the shortening in the lower back, the lengthening in the front of the body. Breathing in, press the lower back to the floor, your posterior pelvic tilt. Breathing out, releasing that lower back, creating a gap between the lower back and the floor, your anterior pelvic tilt. Breathe in, press the lower back now, down to the floor and keep it there. Right leg comes into tabletop, flex the foot. So knees in line with your hip, your calf parallel to the floor. We're going to circle that right ankle. Squeeze the right toes and separate them, getting movement into that right foot. Change direction of the circle, getting rid of any clicks here, any discomfort. Now push away with that right heel and then place it back down on the floor lightly. Left leg finds tabletop. Knee in line with the hip, keep the lower back on the floor, and then circle. The left ankle, get rid of any clicks here. Change direction. And then place that left foot back down on the floor. Breathing in now, right knee in tabletop or right leg in tabletop. Exhale out as if you're pushing the air away as you lower that right foot to the floor. Breathing in, left leg into tabletop. And exhale it out. Notice the movement is coming from the hips, not from the knee. Keep the feet light. So you're lowering the foot to the floor lightly, but not pushing into the feet. So if you do push into the feet, you may feel that lower back or the base of the spine starting to lift. We want to keep that length in the spine and steadiness in the pelvis and the shoulders. So we're learning how to stabilize through this lower area, that pelvic region, as you move from your hips. Breathe in through the nose if you can. Breathe out through the mouth with a HA sound. So this breath, your lateral thoracic breath, your Pilates breath, is targeting your lower tummy muscles, your inner tummy muscles, your outer tummy muscles. But those inner tummy muscles, your transverse abdominis, they're the ones that wrap around your waist like a corset and protect the lumbar, the lower spine. One more time on the right. A marching movement, no movement in the knee. One more time on the left. And lower it down. We're going to add the arms now. Engage your core. Breathe in. Right leg in tabletop, left arm comes overhead. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale, right arm overhead, left knee in tabletop. Don't be tempted to move the knee in closer to the upper body. Try and align the joints. Breathe in, moving efficiently, teaching the body to move efficiently in day-to-day life. Breathing in, left leg in tabletop, right arm overhead. Now you may notice with that arm overhead movement that the back of the body may want to lift again. Close the back of the rib cage down to the floor, which keeps the front of the rib cage down as well. That lower back is melted into the floor. So we're moving from the shoulder, and don't worry if your arm doesn't reach the floor overhead. It's more important to keep the length in the spine. Working on our coordination here. Left leg and right arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Right leg, left arm. And then lower it back down. 2 arms overhead here. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up into a C crunch. Stretch your fingertips towards your heels. Breathe in, arms overhead. And exhale, lift up again. Breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, lift and squeeze that breath out. As you reach the arms overhead, don't let the lower back lift. Keep it down. Exhale, bring it up. 2 to go. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Hold this position now. Make claw-like shapes with the fingertips and the thumbs. Press those fingers and thumbs into the floor. 2 legs find tabletop. Point the toes. We're going to stretch the right leg out and then bend it back in. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, pull up from your pubic bone to your belly button as you extend and then bend back in. Breathing out, we stretch, press into those fingertips, feel it in the upper back and the shoulders and the right leg. One last time, the slow version, and then the left leg. We're going to speed it up. So right and left. Try not to draw that knee in closer than in line with the hip. And it's normal to want to. Now we add a little bit of movement in the neck, turning to look over the right shoulder as your left knee bends and your left shoulder as the right knee bends. So moving from that neck, getting movement into the neck so that it doesn't feel stiff or creaky. And we're going to do one more time, right and left. And relax. 2 knees into the chest. Rock up into a seated position. Cross the ankles. Lean the upper body forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the feet up off the floor. Walk your hands to the outer edges of the opposite feet. Now, if you can't get the feet, hold on to the knees. If that feels more comfortable for you, pull your heels towards your thighs, round here, chin towards your hips. Breathe in, roll back. See if you can keep this rounded position. Exhale, come up. The first one's going to be a bit wonky or hard. Breathe in, roll back. Use that breath. Notice that HA sounding breath helps you come up. Exhale. Breathe and roll. So we're not crisscrossing here. We're just pulling with the hands. Press back into your hands with your feet. Trying to keep that small position, that crab shape. Very, very small, tight. Arms in the same bend throughout. Let's do one more. Breathe and roll. And breathe out, bring it up. Ankles find the floor, hands to your knees. And just walk back on your hips. Allowing the feet to come back with the hips. And pulling with the hands. Now, when you get to the center, maybe a little bit further to the back of the mat, reach forward with your hands, spread the fingers, and then place the fingertips to the floor. Tuck the chin in. Breathe in. Exhale out. Walk those fingertips even further. Do the same again. Inhale and exhale. Plant the hands down here. Spread the fingers. Lift the fingers, but keep the base of the fingers, the base of the thumbs on the floor. Take a breath in. As you exhale, plant those fingers down and see if you can shift the body weight forward, coming into an all fours position. Knees coming in line with your hips here. Walk back if you need more room. Spread those fingers. Gently sway the body from right to left, shifting the body weight from right side to the left side to the right. And then from here, inhale, lift into your extension. So your anterior pelvic tilt, chin lifts up. Exhale, round, tip from the tail, rounding into your posterior pelvic tilt, flexion of the spine, head drops to look in between the legs. Breathing in length in the front of the body, shortening in the back. Exhale, tuck the tail under, round like an angry cat, push the floor away. One more time, breathe in, lifting the chest, looking forward, and exhaling, rounding tuck the chin in. From here, loosening the back, look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder, wag a tail. So your bum trying to find your head trying to find your bum, or you're looking for your tail. As you wag the tail and move from the neck, feel it in the waist here. Shortening of one side of the waist, shortening of the other side. From here, loosening through the body, plant those hands down. Send the inner elbows forward, draw the belly button up to straighten through the spine. Extend your right arm and your left leg. Keep the fingertips and the toes on the floor here. And then we float up on your next inhale. So breathe in, lift. Bicep in line with your ear, leg in line with your spine. And then tap. Try and not lift the leg too high. A little trick here is to slightly turn your left little toe down towards the floor. An inward rotation of the hip. That helps you not lift the leg as high. So you want to have nice long lines here. Breathe in, length, and lower down, tap. Again, try not to shift that body weight back towards your right knee. Keep some of it with the left shoulder. Lift and lower one last time. Breathe in and breathe out. Right hand finds its place. Left knee in line with the left hip. Extend the left fingers and the right side. So take a breath in as you lift and tap. So a lot of us can lift the leg really high, but then that arm, that shoulder mobility may be a little stiffer. So work on keeping your chin tucked. You're trying to reach that left arm in line with your left ear, maybe even higher than your left ear. Breathing in, finding length from one end of the body to the other. Inhale, stretching and lifting, and then lowering down. 2 to go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come in. Walk the hands forward. Big thumbs together. Spread the fingers. Widen those knees out. We're going to reach the hips back here. Press the armpits to the floor. Look forward. We're going forward with that body weight. So take a breath in. Exhale. Posterior pelvic tilt. So tuck that tail under. Lower the hips halfway down. Now with those knees wide, if you have any knee issues, if it doesn't feel nice, move the knees back in line with those hips or hip width apart. But if you're okay to shift that body weight more to the inner knees, it's a nice stretch for the inner thigh. Pulling up from those pelvic floor muscles here is also a nice addition as you lower the hips halfway down, pulling up and in as if you're trying to stop weeing midstream. Breathe in as you reach the hips back and find length. Exhale out, pull up. You're not lowering the hips all the way to the mat. You don't want to feel any discomfort in the lower back. And with those thumbs together, we're feeling a lovely stretch wrap around the upper back, the shoulder blades. Exhale. Inhale, reach the hips back. Exhale, tip that body weight forward. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Hold here for one more breath cycle. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now tuck the toes under. Send your toes in line with your knees. So your feet are as wide as your knees. Then lift up onto the feet and then pop those knees in closer to the inner body. Closer in line with your hips is what I'm trying to say. Tap the feet on the floor. And then from here, walk the knees in. Cross your ankles and see if you can sit back onto your bum. Move forward in your mat and then place your hands on your shins. We're rounding for a normal rolling back. Make yourself round like a ball. Hands to the backs of the legs if you have any knee issues. Breathe in, roll. Exhale, rock. Inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Bring it up. Breathe in, roll it back. Exhale, bring it up. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. From here, feet to the floor, roll to the mat. Slide your feet a little further away now. Breathe in, reach the arms over. Exhale, see if you can come all the way up into a seated position. Now, if you find this is too difficult, lengthen the legs so that you're in that roll-up position. We're going to inhale, lean your belly towards your thighs, your chest towards your knees. Exhale, roll to the mat with control. Breathe in, reach the arms over. Exhale, come all the way up. Breathe in, belly to thighs, reach forward. Exhale, roll to the mat. Breathe in, arms over. Exhale, use your breath to come all the way up into a seated position. Breathe in, lean that upper body forward. Exhale, roll to the mat. Breathe in, arms up and over. Exhale, use your breath, bring it up. Inhale, lean the upper body forward. Exhale, roll to the mat, scooping through the core. Breathe in. And breathe out, make your way all the way up into a seated position. Breathe in, lean the upper body forward. Exhale, roll to the mat. Breathe in, arms up and over. Exhale, use your breath. Breathe in, lean the upper body forward. So your easier version, you straighten those legs and you can squeeze the legs together. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in, lean the upper body forward. Exhale, roll to the mat. Breathe in, arms up and over. Exhale, use your breath to come all the way up. Now, a little faster. We're going to roll it down, reach. Exhale, come up. Roll it down fast. Arms over, exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. So using your breath with this one. You can continue to do a slower version. You can do a half version where you roll down halfway and hold. If you feel this is too much, we're blasting those tummy muscles, anchoring with the pelvis, working on that long posture, rolling to the mat, reaching to lengthen and breathing out to come up, rolling down on your inhale. Exhaling, using that breath to come up strong, rolling back down, reaching. And then using that breath to come up strong, rolling back down. Reach and exhale. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Hands to the backs of the legs. Walk forward on your bum and then roll onto your mat. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Circle the ankles on both the feet now. Change direction. Reach your arms up, make fists with your hands and squeeze your toes and your feet. Gently rock from side to side. Soften the limbs, take a breath in and exhale, allow your body find a shape or a position that feels good for you. And it can be something different from yesterday. Try out something different, and if you feel uncomfortable, you can always move. Create space in the front of the body. Let your tummy muscles release if you still have them connected. Allow the weight of the head be drawn to the ground. Feel the chest open up. Allow the arms to sink, the legs to sink. The entire body to surrender. Let go on every level. Allowing some movement, return to the fingers and the toes now. Gently move that head from side to side. Bending your knees up towards the ceiling with the feet on the floor. Allow the knees fall to the left and turn your head to the right. Take a breath in. And breathe out, return the knees to the center, knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Take a breath in here. And breathe out, return the knees to the middle, hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side, and then make your way up into your seated position. Well done, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.